Well, many times we have not good news to share with you, but today I want to share some good and some positive news with you. And that is the new superintendent of TUSD, Dr. H.T. Sanchez. And I have to tell you, I have not wanted to get my expectations up because we have had in TUSD 4 superintendents in the past 6 years. So you really don't want to get attached to the latest superintendent. But I went to a community meeting with Dr. Sanchez recently, and I was so impressed. And so I just want to share what I learned from him at that meeting, and I hope that if you have the chance to see him in person, you will go and meet him. He's very impressive, very energetic, very dynamic, and has some excellent ideas. One of the things that he mentioned when he first started at TUSD, he was hired this summer by the board, is that he came in and he immediately wanted to see 2 documents. He asked for TUSD's strategic plan, and he also asked for a document about the city's economic development plan and how TUSD figures into the city's economic development plan. He found out that neither document existed. Now that's troubling. Although in some cases, given the budget cuts that have gone on the past several years, even if the district had had a strategic plan, it would have had to have been scrapped because the state budget cuts have made virtually moving forward completely impossible. Now that we are in a stage of more fiscal stability, and with the recent court order that requires the state to at least provide for inflation in the coming years, the district really can start to plan, and that is what he intends to do. So Dr. Sanchez talked about putting together a strategic plan that focuses on several different areas: curriculum, finance, facilities, communication, and diversity. He's also ordered a demographic study of the district. And some people, I've read criticism that, well, why are we doing this? There's so many studies that occur. This is unnecessary. It is absolutely necessary because the district needs to know how many children reside within its boundaries. And we need to know where the children who are not coming to TUSD are going. And there needs to be a strategy to recruit those children, because the more children that this district loses, the fewer funds there are to support the existing schools and the existing students. So I think his approach in ordering the demographic study is a very good one. He's also been criticized for putting together a marketing plan for the district. But again, I think this is absolutely necessary. And remember, other districts, other charter schools have very extensive, very expensive marketing plans. TUSD has not had one in place. So the district will be putting ads on TV extolling its successes. And the district has a lot of successes. Recently, Sabino High School was named a National Blue Ribbon School. It was the only public high school in the state of Arizona to receive that recognition. That's huge. But no one knows about it. And what Dr. Sanchez said at this meeting is they had to plead and beg for news coverage for 5 days before anyone covered this story. That's big news. What Dr. Sanchez also said is that he went out to Sabino and asked the principal, what do you need at Sabino? And the principal said, look, there are kids who want to come to our school from surrounding areas, but they can't get here. And so Dr. Sanchez is going to look into bus routes that bus children through open enrollment in from surrounding districts who would like to go to a National Blue Ribbon school. Now, I am just one person, but I also think that other teachers and principals who I've spoken to, people who have worked in the district for a long time, are also very impressed with what they're seeing so far. And I spoke with a longtime TUSD principal who had actually come to TUSD from Catalina Foothills when TUSD was the prime district in the community. And she said everybody wanted to work in TUSD at that time. And it was her feeling that Dr. Sanchez plans to take us back to that time. And that was definitely the feeling that I got after listening to him, that he has high expectations for the district. He's very organized, doesn't have a huge ego, seems to work well with people, and is a good communicator. So I think it's time for our community to get behind him, and I wish him the best of success. The future of almost 50,000 children is resting on his shoulders, but really rests on all of our shoulders. So we have a good person in place, and let's all work for his success.